Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar on ByBit Breach Uncovered, a APT-style crypto exploitation in cloud environments. I'm Nandini Bharadwaj, the operating officer at CWL, and your host for today's session. So let's get started. Let me introduce about our company, that is CyberWarFare Labs. It's a global infosec company shaping the future of cybersecurity learning with a presence across UK, US, and India. Our mission is simple: make cybersecurity practical and accessible. We do this through our two powerful division, that is niche cyber range labs. It's a real world hands on cyber exercise, and Infinity platform. It's a continuous learning hub built for modern cyber pros. Additionally, CWL provides customized on-site training for organization and accept bulk order for corporate upscaling. For any inquiries or for more detail, feel free to reach out us at support@cyberwarfare.live. So let's move on to next slide. Okay, so now it's time to introduce our speaker for today's session, that is Parth Agrawal. So Parth is a security researcher at CWL with a deep passion for cloud security and the platforms like AWS, Azure, and GCP. His extensive knowledge in cloud infrastructure and security operation makes him an invaluable part of our team. So, as a dedicated cloud security enthusiast, Part Insights will provide immense value for today's session. So, for our attendees, as a special thank you for joining us today, we are excited to offer attendance certificate and webinar video recording, the PDF material for future reference, and guaranteed access to Infinity Learning platform for all the attendees. Additionally, we are also providing like offer for on Purple Team fundamentals at only $1. So you can log in the Infinity platform, and in the profile section you can find your coupon code. So we truly appreciate your participation and look forward for your insightful session together. Thank you for being part of this webinar, and we look forward for your continuous participation. Now, without further delay, I would like Parth to take over, and let's get started.
I hope you guys are doing great. So let me just take you through our today's session. So this is like combines the thrill of cybercrime investigation with the technical depth of red and blue teaming. Okay. So our topic today is ByBit crypto exchange hack. So this webinar is designed to show you how a real world inspired attack on a cryptocurrency platform can unfold step by step using some techniques that actual threat actors use today. In this webinar, we will unpack who the attackers were and who motivated them, how the attack unfolded from phishing to data exfiltration, the cloud exploitation and advanced evasion techniques used in this particular attack. We will also see what security operation could have done to detect or stop this attack. And finally, how you can experience this hands-on in gamified lab on our Infinity platform. So let's dive in and walk through this like digital detectives reconstructing a cybercrime. Okay, let me just quickly go through the Q and question and answers once. So let's know about Bybit. So the attack did by the Lazarus group, crypto exchange highs, was on the Bybit. So Bybit is a cryptocurrency exchange founded in 2018, and its headquarter is in Dubai, UAE. It had rapidly risen to prominence due to its focus on derivatives trading, offering products like perpetual contracts and leveraging trading options, features that attracts both professional and retail investors alike. Okay, so some of the key growth highlights of Bybit includes their user base. As of early 2025, ByBit has over 20 million users globally, daily trading volume averaging around 10 to 20 billion dollars in daily volume, particularly on high level leverage products like BTC or USDT perpetual contracts. Their market position has become the second largest crypto exchange in the world, and technical focus is the platform pride itself on how latency trading, API integration, and institutional grade security features, all of which make it an appealing platform for professional traders. Now we will see why Bybit was a target for Lazarus Group. First of all, we have is the massive funds under custody. So with billions in stored cryptos, it was a high value jackpot for any sophisticated threat actor. Attractive to the North Korean actors, one of the key reasons Bybit has become a prime target for Lazarus Group, a North Korean APT group that focuses on stealing cryptos to fund the regime. Third one is the movement between cold and hot wallets. Regular fund transfers between the cold and hot wallets presented potential windows of opportunity. And the last one we have is the possible human vulnerabilities. Despite the robust technical controls, social engineering attacks like some phishing attacks remains effective against employees, a likely vector in this particular case. Okay, let's move on to the next part, which is our threat actor. So I call this section Meet the Threat Actor, which is Lazarus Group. Let's talk about the real threat actor possible responsible for several high profile attacks on the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So this Lazarus Group is a North Korean state-sponsored APT group believed to be operating under the RGB, which is a North Korea's primary intelligence agency. Over the years, Lazarus has transitioned from cyber espionage to full-scale financial cybercrimes, focusing heavily on crypto platforms. So, who actually are they? So, APT Group with ties to the North Korean government. We have already discussed that. The main motivation or the motivated primarily by financial gain to circumvent international sanctions. They are known for their sophisticated multi-stage attacks involving malware, phishing, and cloud exploitations. Let's see some of the notable attacks did by the Lazarus Group. In the top of our list is the Sony picture hack, which is carried out as a retaliation for the interview film, resulting in data destruction and data leaks. Second one is the Bangladesh bank heist of 2016, attempted to steal nearly $1 billion via the SWIFT banking network, succeeded in spinning $81 million. Third one in our list is the WannaCry ransomware of 2017. So they disrupted global systems using the external blue exploit, impacting healthcare, finance, and government sector worldwide. And the last one in our list is the crypto exchange heist from 2017 to 2013. And the latest one in the list adds is the crypto exchange heist on Bybit. So the Lazarus Group is believed to have stolen over $2 billion in cryptocurrency through a series of calculated attacks on such finance platforms. If we talk about the tactics used by Lazarus in crypto exchange attacks, top in the top we have the spear phishing, which is the most common and like most favorite technique of Lazarus Group. So they target employees with email posing as a job offers or partnerships. Second one we have is the RATs, which is remote access trojans, deployed via malicious documents, which we will talk later because this is the primary thing with this pair phishing, obviously, that Lazarus has used in crypto exchange heist. Third one we have is the cloud credential theft, So in this, like extracting some cloud provided credentials from CLI config files or metadata services. Then we have in our list is little movement using some misconfigured IAM roles to escalate their privileges. Then we have API abuse, and at the last we have the log tampering. So with this, Lazarus is not just a hacking group. They operate more like a cybercrime syndicate with nation state resources. Their operations are highly targeted, often persistent, and always financially driven. So from this, we can say like Lazarus is mostly financial driven APT group. Their attacks show how a combination of phishing, cloud misconfiguration, and poor API security, which can lead to catastrophic breaches. One of that breaches we will be seeing theoretically, and I must say practically as well. That I will show you how you can play or how you can actually see this kind of attacks. So moving forward, now we will see how Lazarus has performed crypto exchange heist on ByBit. So we will divide this whole attack in phases. If you see here, let's divide this particular phase as phase one, in which is initial foothold. This one is will be the second phase, and this one will be the last phase. So starting with the initial foothold, an employee receives a seemingly harmless email, a Docker image from a known DeFi partner project proposing a collaboration. So the branding looks real, even the language is professional, but hidden inside the document, in our case, which is Docker image, is malicious code. So if we see the breakdown, the employee opens the Docker image, a remote access Trojan is dropped silently in the background of the developer. The attacker now has remote access to the employee's endpoint. So what he do actually? So Lazarus Group harvested might have harvested. It is not completely disclosed. So they might have harvested browser session cookies for authenticated sessions. Might have done stored credentials from browsers or from CLI tools like AWS CLI, or they might have enumerated files or Git repos or .aws directories and maybe bash histories to gain some of the initial foothold, which can be helpful for our further attack. Okay, so just from that one endpoint, they gain access to keys that open the door to the company's AWS environment. So they got the credentials, AWS credentials from the crypto developer, or okay, and then the attacker authenticates. So this will give lead us to the phase two. So I name phase two as cloud access and privilege escalation. So armed with our AWS credential, the attacker now tests accesses. So they run STS to validate the credentials, use list roles or list policies to understand the IAM landscape. Then comes the gold mine. So once they got the IAM landscape, they know what access this particular crypto developer have. Okay, so they find that the crypto developer has permission to a S3 bucket, which can contain important data of the organization. And the cloud is now the Lazarus Group's playground. Okay, moving forward to the next phase, which is exploiting the API layer. Okay, once the Lazarus group has gained access to the compromised cloud environment, their next target was the backend API layer, which was responsible for processing crypto transactions. So this phase itself, let's divide it into the parts to get the better understanding. So first part will be the discovery of source code in the bucket. So we got the bucket, and inside the bucket we found the source code of the API layer. Okay. So during the lateral movement, the threat actor discovered the bucket that might contain the entire source code of the backend transaction system. So the bucket lacked the server-side encryption, access restrictions, and logging, making it an easy target for the Lazarus group. The attacker cloned the source code to analyze how transactions were signed and processed internally. Now, the second part in this phase is the modifying the transaction logic. So after thoroughly inspecting the logic, Lazarus modified the API code that handled outgoing crypto transfers. Okay. Specifically, they introduced a backdoor mechanism in the code that triggered a duplicate transaction kind of thing. Okay. Whenever a user, let's say this signer, is sending some funds to an address, a parallel hidden transfer was made to a wallet controlled by Lazarus. Let's say if signer is transferring $50 or 50 some Ethereum or anything. Okay, so side by side transaction was made to the attacker's wallet, which was completely hidden. So the hidden transaction was disguised with normal backend operation, making it hard to detect immediately. The third part is obviously deployment of malicious code. So the malicious code was pushed back into the production environment. So what is the real world impact has been occurred due to this attack? As a result, for every legitimate transfer, as we discussed, made by the exchange signer or users, an equal or fractional amount of cryptos was siphoned off to Lazarus control wallets. So these transactions were obfuscated using custom internal APIs, manipulated logs, and timely delaying to avoid immediate red flags. Okay. So this is all about the how Lazarus Group has performed crypto exchange heist on the ByBit. Okay. So moving forward, yeah, this is the interesting part. So I call this slide as experience it yourself on Infinity. So all of this till now sound very theoretical until you experience it. That's why we have built a hands-on simulation of this particular attack on our Infinity platform. Okay. In the Infinity Lab, you will receive the initial access just like how Lazarus Group got the access. Your job is to escalate, exploit, and exfiltrate. Or if you are performing some other labs, we have other labs too. I will be demonstrating that. So if you are performing any defensive lab, so you need to detect, alert, and defend. So it's like the capture the flag, but for real world cloud breaches or another other domains breaches, maybe Kubernetes or other tech stacks. So this is all about how you will be getting hands-on. So let's do the hands-on. Okay, getting started with the Infinity. To start your journey, first visit infinity.cyberwarfare.live. So you have, if you are a first-time user, you need to log in, authenticate to the Infinity Learning portal with your Gmail, okay, with your email ID and password. Once you registered, you will be brought to this kind of home page. Here you will see we have the full different domains. We have cloud security, DevOps, Kubernetes, on-premise, and at the last we have the APT labs. So these APT labs are the simulation of real-world attacks, so that you will get hands-on to those attacks. Okay, so you need to visit this infinity.cyberwarfare live, log in on it, came to the home page, go to upskill, and select the APT labs. Here, for now, we just have posted two labs, but if you stay tuned, we will be giving, like, uploading or publishing more labs over here. So if we visit our crypto exchange heist here, so here you will get the scenario. So as a part of Secure Corp's Elite Red Team, your mission is to simulate the crypto hack, a real-world inspired attack where threat actors infiltrated cloud infrastructure to modify illegitimate code and drain crypto assets. Okay, here you will get all the details, attack scenarios, what is the attack flow, everything, what is your objective. If you are if you want the solution on the first hand, you can view the solution as well. Okay, so to start the lab, this is the lab. You might think why I'm showing the passwords and all. So this lab is like free for now, so anyone can generate this particular lab and can access the lab. So instead of just copying the password from here, you can just log in on the Infinity and get your username and a password. Okay, let me just copy the password as well. Here I'm not actually simulating the whole attack. I'm just letting you know how the simulation will look like. So this is the simulation page. So first of all, we have here get credentials phase. So you know what all things will be done. Drop some malicious Docker image through a phishing email to the crypto developer in order to obtain temporary AWS credential. So like this. So if you click on the send phishing mail, it will send a phishing email to the legitimate user in our case, which it's a crypto developer. Then some backend process will be run, and you will be retrieving some credentials that you might needed to use in your second phase. So this is all like you need to then go through the second phase, then the third phase, and at the end, once you complete the whole attack, you will be receiving one flag that is crucial to complete this particular lab. So once you got the flag, you need to paste it here and submit, and you are done. And if you require any details or any if you are stuck at any step, we have the solution as well. So you can go through the solution as well, right? So we have complete guide with the command reference and everything, so you can follow it, and at the end you will be solving this challenge. And once you solve the challenge, you can even post it over the LinkedIn, over the social media handles that you have completed this particular lab, and you know how this attack has been internally performed. So yeah, you can even tag CyberWarFare Labs. So that's all how you can perform simulation. Apart from it, we have other labs as well. As you have seen APT labs, we have cloud security challenges. Here we have three domains, like three cloud providers: AWS, Azure, and GCP. And we have almost all try to cover most of the tactics, most of the services. You can categorize or you can sort on the basis of difficulty: easy, medium, hard. Whether you want to play defensive or offensive, you can select that as well. Okay, then we have Kubernetes challenge, DevOps challenge. We have on-premise security challenges, both red team and blue team again. So yeah, that's all about Infinity. So we will be adding, like we add every week, we add some new challenges of every domain. So you can visit and play those challenges. You can bid on it, and you can submit your flags to complete the challenges, and then you can post over the social media handles to let others know ki you have gone through these attacks, you have played this attack. Now you have knowledge how APT groups have performed those kind of attacks. Okay, yeah. So moving forward, so to summarize, APT style actors are now cloud native and they are targeting cryptos. Small missteps, one phishing click, or one IAM misconfiguration can lead to disaster. Defenders like us must evolve beyond firewalls and SIMs to cloud aware strategies. And the best way to prepare is the practice. So, Infinity, that's what Infinity is for: building muscle memory in threat detection and response. Thank you all for joining this session. I hope it gave you clarity, some insight, and maybe even a sense of urgency. Okay, so I will now open the floor for questions. Feel free to ask for feel free to ask about anything about Infinity. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Yeah. No, Harisudan, right now it's not paid. but we are coming up with some premium challenges as well. So for that, we will be publishing like Infinity Learning's new phase. So in those challenges, like those are the some premium challenges which require more technical stack and more efforts. So those will be paid challenges. You need to buy a subscription of Infinity Learning to play those challenges. So that's all for today's webinar. This is not uh, informative webinar or in-depth webinar. This is all about how one attack happened and what are the techniques or tactics attackers have used for that particular attack. And if you want to actually play that attack, you can visit the Infinity Learning to get hands-on on that attack. So yeah. If anybody has question, they can ask. Otherwise, we can end this session for today, and you guys can play the lab over the Infinity Learning. Okay then. See you guys next time. I'm ending the session.